Good morning, students. How are you? Okay. Continuing our chapter number 6, Footprints. You can take your book, students. You can take page number 40. Everybody take your book. Take out page number 40. There is a question in the book. Ruhi made two different traces of the same ball. So here, Ruhi, she had made two different traces of the same ball. You can see two traces. Now the question is, how did Ruhi keep the ball to keep two different traces from it? So रूही ने एक बॉल लिया, एक कटोरी ली और उसने टू ट्रेसेस बनाई. So उसने वो ट्रेसेस कैसे बनाई? This is the question. So Ruhi traced the ball by using brim and base of it, keeping in two different positions. First of all, she kept the ball by using brim. Then she keep the ball and she traced the base of it. In this way, she has made two different traces of the ball. एक बार उसने अपनी कटोरी सीधी रखी और उसने बेस का ट्रेस कर लिया. देन उसने अपनी कटोरी को उल्टा कर दिया, अपसाइड डाउन कर दिया और उसने ट्रेस बना लिया ब्रीम का. सो शी हैज़ मेड द ट्रेसेस ऑफ ब्रीम एंड बेस ऑफ अ ball, and in this way she has made two different traces of the ball. So you have to do this question in your notebook. Students, take a ball from your home and keep the ball in two different positions, then make two different traces, base of a ball and the brim of the ball. Next question. Look for other things like Ruhi's ball which can give many different traces. So other thing also you have to make traces of different things. Just you can take three other things. So the other things which give different traces are cups, glasses and plates. You can take a cup and you can make two different traces of it. Then you can take a glass, make two different traces. Then you can take a small plate and make two different traces. एक आप बेस का बनाएंगे ट्रेस और एक आप ब्रिम का बनाएंगे बेस का इसको सीधा रखेंगे and you can make the trace of a base. Then you keep that object upside down, उल्टा कर देंगे और फिर आप उसको ब्रीम का एक ट्रेस बना देंगे. In this way you can get two different traces of each thing. So this exercise you have to do in your notebook. You have to make two different traces of a ball, a glass, a plate and a cup. Four things, four different traces you have to make in your notebook. Okay, आप ये चार चीज़ लेंगे और इनका two different traces you have to draw in your notebook. Next question. Next activity is there. You have to do it. On a newspaper, trace the hands of different people in your family. Ask your friends to guess which trace is of yours, your hand, your mother's, your father's, etc. Student, in this activity you have to take a newspaper. एक newspaper लेंगे, trace the hands of different people in your family. You have to trace the hands of different people. You can trace the hand of your mother or your father or your brother or your sister, and you can also trace your own hand. So you can trace hands of different people in your family. Then you can ask your friend to guess which hand is of whose. Either your mother's or your father's or yours or your brothers or your sisters. You have to ask the question to your friend. So in this way you have to do a activity. Use a waste newspaper. आप एक न्यूज़पेपर लेंगे, अपना हाथ ट्रेस करेंगे with the help of a pen. Then you can trace the hand of your mother. Then you can trace the hand of your father, your brother, your sister. आप ऐसा सबका हैंड ट्रेस करेंगे. देन यू कैन आस्क to your friend to guess which dress is of yours or your mother's or your father's. Okay, students? So this activity you have to do by today itself. Next question. Read and draw. Here you have to read and you have to draw. I will read out the question. Tamanna and her mother are sitting on chairs. Tamanna is reading a storybook. Her mother is reading a newspaper. Tamanna and her mother are sitting on the opposite sides of a table. So, Tamanna and her mother both are sitting on the chair. Then Tamanna is reading a storybook. Her mother is reading a newspaper. And both these, Tamanna and her mother, they are sitting on the opposite side of a table. So, you can see the picture. You can see in this slide a picture is there, but some things are missing in the picture. You have to draw by your own imagination. अपने imagination से आप जो missing है इस picture में जो things missing है, that thing you have to draw in the picture. So this exercise you have to do in the book itself. Now first you have to see what all things are missing. Draw the missing things in the picture. First you have to see what all things are missing in the picture. So a table is missing, then storybook is missing, then newspaper is missing, and 2 chairs are missing. So first question is Tamanna is sitting on the chair. First you have to draw a chair where Tamanna is sitting on. So Tamanna is sitting on a chair. You have to draw a chair for Tamanna. You can draw it by your own imagination. If you are having any doubt, you can see in the slide. So you can draw it in this way. Do this exercise in your book itself. Second, her mother is also sitting on the chair. So draw a chair for her mother also. Now in this picture you can see Tamanna and her mother. Both are sitting on the chair. So draw a chair for Tamanna and a chair for her mother. Next, Tamanna is reading a book. You have to draw a book for Tamanna. Tamanna is reading a book. So you have to draw a book in this way. Next, her mother is reading a newspaper. You have to draw a newspaper for her mother. So up to now you have drawn 4 things. 2 chairs you have drawn, 1 storybook and 1 newspaper. Who is reading storybook? Yes, Tamanna is reading a storybook. And what her mother is doing? Her mother is reading a newspaper. And this both Tamanna and her mother, they both are sitting on the chair. Next, what you have to draw? Tamanna and her mother are sitting on the opposite sides of a table. So you have to draw a table in between Tamanna and her mother. दोनों लोग टेबल के ऑपोजिट साइड्स में बैठे हैं. बोथ आर सिटिंग ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड्स ऑफ अ टेबल. एक साइड तमन्ना बैठी है और उसके ऑपोजिट साइड में हु इज सिटिंग? यस, हर मदर इज सिटिंग. So in this way you have drawn all the missing things in the picture. You have drawn 2 chairs, one for Tamanna and one for her mother. Then you have drawn a storybook which Tamanna is reading. Then you have drawn a newspaper her mother is reading, and then you have drawn a table in between Tamanna and her mother. This both Tamanna and her mother, they both are sitting on the opposite sides of a table. In this way you have drawn all the missing things in the picture. So do this question in the book itself. Students, today we have completed page number 40 and page number 41 from your book. You have to draw different traces of the ball, cup, plate, glass. These two traces. 2 different traces you have to draw for each vessel in your notebook. Then these traces of the hands of different people in your family. This, with the help of newspaper, you can do this activity and you can ask. Don't go out to your friend house. You can ask the question to your younger brother or sister. Okay, students? And then on page number 41 in the book itself, you have to do this read and draw. Some pictures are missing, some things are missing. You have to draw these things in the book itself. Okay, students? Now, we will meet in the next class. Till then, complete your work and goodbye, students.